Okay, church, we're looking in Romans 11 today, verse 33. It's where we begin our reading. Oh, how great are God's riches and wisdom and knowledge. How impossible it is for us to understand his decisions and his ways. Now, we're going to read a little further than that, but that's definitely a place for us to stop, because a lot of people struggle with trying to figure out God, to understand the fullness of him, and we want to explain him away, not meaning away like getting rid of, well, some people do, but even those who have intellectual minds that are structured want to be able to understand and describe God in a particular way, and yet he's God, and our knowledge is limited, but his wisdom and knowledge and all that he is beyond our comprehension. And so as we read those verses, I want to read that again, but I'm going to go on into verse 34, which actually is a quote from Isaiah's writings in chapter 40, where God spoke through the prophet. And then also, the next quote would be from Job. So I'm going to read that all in context. Oh, how great are God's riches and wisdom and knowledge. How impossible it is for us to understand his decisions and his ways. For who can know the Lord's thoughts? Who knows enough to give him advice? That's Isaiah 40. And now in Job it says, and who has given him so much that he needs to pay it back? Man, God has absolutely zero indebtedness to us. The last statement here in Romans 11, which all of this is Romans 11, for everything comes from him and exists by his power and is intended for his glory. All glory to him forever. Amen. Yeah. So, a lot of times we get stuck on us. And we often think everything's about us, that God should be with us, meet our needs, explain things to us, help us understand the whys, the whats, the wheres, the hows, and everything in life. And God does not owe us anything. He's God. And as we follow him, what we are learning as his people is to simply trust him through the things that we face in life and the processes that we have to go through, because he is God. For those that don't know him and are trying to figure him out, we just know this: God is calling them. And they can screw up their own life if they want to, but if they follow his ways, God has a plan. So let's be his church that follows his ways. Don't demand him explaining things to us. Trust him in the process. And let our lives bring glory to his name. Let's be that church.